the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another Seahawks first down.
Play action. It's Darnold. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Cooper Kupp.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Open man is Barner to tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
A gain of 14.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
14 more yards.
Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
First down. A gain of 14.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going more clockwork right now for them.
A gain of 3, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to them all loose.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and make the offense move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Murray now to throw. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
There's Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Murray again with his counter. And he'll get him 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
He was brought down at the
pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
I got him, on me.
Murray going to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's a sensational run there by Kyler Murray. And the Cardinals are back within a couple of the lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points.
Chad
Ryland now to add the PAT. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Back to throw, Darnold. This one goes underneath to Walker.
Here we go.
Second and a couple.
Complete to Ken Walker. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Darnold. The Cards get to it here. He's brought down for a sack. Mack Wilson from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. A gain of 19 yards.
Now it's Darnold.
And the Seahawks.
And he's going to be swallowed. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Darnold. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long.
Third down.
Darnold now to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Here we go.
Darnold's going to stay out there. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
7. It's 4th down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. The Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and it's got him incomplete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
1st and goal.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. This is Brown. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Pharaoh Brown taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game.
Seahawks 8.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. They'll get this one to count complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout.
And the Seahawks
as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
Here we go.
Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running two, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To the air again, Darnold. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to go. It's Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
Finds his running back, James Conner. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 16
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
At the 26-yard line.
Murray now. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
A gain of 2.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Ryland on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and he extends the lead to 21-8.
Makes the score Cardinals 21.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The
Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half.
28-yard line.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. the shotgun. Here's Darnold. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
Darnold's pass.
And given 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
10.
Now Darnold. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Cooper.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over.
The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now,
that's into double coverage and intercepted. Baker with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Here's 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Murray. That's complete to McBride. And able to get this down inside the 15, into the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up
3rd and 2. They'll run it here with Brown. He will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up, because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So on 4th down, out comes Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there. Past the 20 to about the 22. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense
at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back.
Complete to
the gain of 5. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Johnson there on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down.
Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they'll try the air now to Darnold. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
A loss of 3 yards. Brings up 4th down.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over.
Incomplete.
The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
This one finds Wilson downfield. Touchdown, Cardinals! Michael Wilson, 56 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team. As will only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down. He finds Smith and Jigba. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Darnold. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Seahawks
throwing again is Darnold. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
Darnold's pass.
This 2nd and 4.
Ken Walker. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
That's good for a Seahawks.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Darnold. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
I got motion man. Me.
Here's Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Seahawks first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
That's another Seahawks first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Seattle.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again, Darnold. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line.
And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. And this is caught at the end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Rashid.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Darnold to throw again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A.J. Barner, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And that pressure gets there, and he goes down. as it stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And bulldozing his way through. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Again, a run with Connor. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Another Cardinals 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll run now with Brown. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the white line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator.
Oh, a miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases.